Subscribe to Gizmo Times and get notified about our latest videos by hitting the bell icon.
The Honor 9N comes as a successor to the Honor 9 Lite and it stays with the same design, but there's a lot of improvements on the display side as well as with how the cameras perform here. So this is the Honor 9N that is launched with three variants, one coming with the 3GB RAM, 32GB storage, one with 4GB RAM, 64GB storage, and the same amount of RAM with 128GB storage. So there are a lot of options to choose from, but what is so good about this smartphone? Let's discuss that in this video. Firstly, that design itself, which is one of those standard features that we always talk about when we talk about the Honor smartphones. Because of the glass body, that is a glass back, it's a proper glass and not something like the plastic that most of the other brands would use. And it comes with that reflective back, and that is one good thing. The other one is about the comfort that it gives. Honor usually sticks with smaller screen sizes, and that is why it had introduced that notch on the top so that there's a lot of more display available here, but the size of the phone is not changed much. And that is why you get a very good comfort and feel while holding the phone with that curved edges. So it's a very comfortable phone to use, and it's very easy to use, and it's quite light in its weight. Next is that notch display. This is always a subjective thing where some of them might not like the notch, but I'm not someone who would always mind that there's a notch on the top of the display, because that is the area where most of the status bar icons stay. And so you don't have to waste that space by having them under the display. And here the notch houses the camera and the sensors as well as the earpiece grill. So there's no issue about anything that you're missing out with, because everything is given here, and that notch area houses all the status bar icons with the time notification as well. And the display here is a 5.84-inch display, which is the same on the Honor 10. So you're getting that exact display with the same resolution as well in the mid-range pricing, and it's not even a flagship pricing that you're getting here, but the display stays the same here. Next is with the performance. Honor has still stuck to the same chipset, which is what most of the people say, but then that is what is a good thing, because you don't have to experiment here. And the Kirin 659 chipset, that's the octa-core one, that is something competing with the Snapdragon 625 from Qualcomm. It does a very good job in the day-to-day usage, and you don't ever see it slowing down, and that is thanks to again how the EMUI has been optimized to work with this Kirin 659. This is a homegrown chipset, so you have that trust of having the same company working on both the chipset as well as the UI to make it smoother and easier to use. So there's no issue with the lags. Even with the gaming, the performance has been quite good. So overall, with the performance, there's never an issue on the Honor 9N or any of those Honor phones running on the Kirin 659 platform. Next is with the cameras. While the rear camera might still be the same and it does the job as usual, but here the front-facing camera has been improved with a 16-megapixel camera that is given for the selfies, and it does quite a good job. And so here the combination of both the rear cameras, where there's a combination of 13 plus 2 megapixels on the back while a 16 megapixel on the front, they do a very good job when it comes to the capturing of images in both low light and bright light conditions. Next is a factor that not most of the smartphones would have actually done so far, but Honor has been working on that since years now, and it has been with the fingerprint sensor. While this has been one of the most fastest fingerprint sensors in the market in any price range again, it does not offer only that unlocking of the phone. There's also the different features such as browsing through the photos, dragging down the notification panel, also doing a couple of more things such as taking pictures as well. So everything can be done using the fingerprint sensor, and you don't need to use that registered finger itself for doing those things. It can be any finger used for dragging down the notification panel and doing the other functions that are not given by any other brand on any other smartphone. And for the additional security as well, Honor 9N comes with that face recognition or the face unlock, which works quite well. And in even low light conditions where there's not so much of appreciable light, it did work quite well. And finally, with the connectivity options, there's nothing that Honor has taken off or has been compromising on these smartphones. There's dual 4G LTE given here, and there's that hybrid SIM slot. If at all you want that extra storage in your smartphone and you can let go of the secondary SIM, you can still get that expandable storage here. And with the connectivity, the 4G works quite well, and the other connectivity options such as the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, they all do very well here. And to add to that, there is that Wi-Fi bridge feature, which is something I'm always a fan of, because right now the place where I'm taking this video is in a hotel where there's always a limited network. You can't connect multiple devices on the same Wi-Fi network, and that is where the Wi-Fi bridge on the Honor 9N always helps. That is because it would share that exact hotel Wi-Fi network with multiple devices around it. So you make this smartphone as a hotspot using the Wi-Fi network of the hotel. So this is another feature that not most of the smartphones would give you around. So these were the best features of the Honor 9N. I hope you like this video. If you still have any other questions about the smartphone, do let me know and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.